Welcome to Clear Finance. I am James, your personal finance guide. Today, we are breaking down how to build a structural budget that transforms your relationship with money from a feeling of restriction into a true engine of personal empowerment. We will strip away the misleading traps of modern credit strategies before diving into part 2 of our exclusive tech masterclass on the high-performance memory architecture making or breaking global tech balance sheets. I talk to retail savers constantly who get incredibly energized about expanding their income streams, but the absolute minute the word budgeting enters the conversation, they shut down. They view a budget as a financial prison sentence. But let's reframe this entirely. A budget is not a tool designed to cut your joy or limit your life. A budget is simply a tactical blueprint. It is the process of giving every single dollar a clear, predefined mission before it ever leaves your account, ensuring your cash flow aligns perfectly with your freedom. To build this blueprint effortlessly without financial jargon, we always use the classic 50-30-20 rule as a baseline. Let's look at the absolute mechanics of how this money is actually split. First, 50% of your net income is locked down for vital, non-negotiable expenses. Think housing, utilities, basic groceries, and essential transport. Second, 30% is explicitly carved out for guilt-free discretionary spending. This is your lifestyle capital for dining out, hobbies, and travel. You don't have to feel anxious about spending this money because its exact purpose is to be enjoyed. And third, the remaining 20% must be aggressively and cleanly split between two distinct pillars: building your liquid cash savings and wiping out high-interest consumer debt. It shouldn't be lumped into an ambiguous pile. It needs to be actively deployed into high-yield savings accounts or principal debt repayments. Now, keep in mind that this rule is highly flexible. It must adapt to your changing personal needs. If you're living in a hyper-expensive urban tech hub like San Francisco, your vital housing expenses might temporarily absorb 60% of your cash flow, meaning you must dynamically compress your lifestyle percentage to keep your savings framework intact. We saw the absolute necessity of this dynamic flexibility in our previous episode with Emma and Alex. When Alex suddenly faced a job market shift and lost his professional income stream, their standard budget was instantly blown. But because they had treated their budget as a living, breathing document, they didn't panic. They smoothly scaled back non-essential spending and leaned on a robust liquid emergency cushion that kept them completely insulated from debt. Protecting that cushion means avoiding dangerous banking illusions. Many retail consumers fall into a trap known as credit card float. This is a volatile habit where you live entirely on borrowed credit card balances throughout the month, strategically timing purchases because your actual paycheck hasn't hit your checking account yet. You are essentially using next month's income to pay off last month's lifestyle. This is a severe financial drag. If an unexpected medical emergency strikes while you are floating debt, your entire pipeline collapses into high-interest penalties. True financial peace means knowing exactly when not to use credit. If the cash isn't sitting liquid in your account today, do not use a card to pretend it is. Furthermore, a truly resilient global budget must proactively account for tax preparation. Your tax liability isn't a surprise event that happens once a year. It is an ongoing corporate reality. Factoring monthly tax allocations into your framework ensures you are never caught off guard by changing country-specific tax brackets. By staying highly flexible and removing emotional attachments to short-term economic cycles, whether that's shifting interest rates or sticky inflation, you retain total command. Review your past 3 months of expenses, automate your emergency transfers, and turn your financial planning into an empowering habit. Now, let's look at what our automated institutional screening flagged this week. Our AI analyzed 25 high-growth US equities. Coming in with a high multi-bagger score of 7 out of 10, our top pick for this cycle is Axon Enterprise Inc., ticker symbol AXON. Axon's stellar revenue expansion, exceptional profit margins, and incredibly low corporate debt profile indicate massive long-term compounding potential, with clean risk flags across the board. Remember, this data screening is strictly for informational purposes. Always execute your own deep research. Now let's step back into the global data centers for part 2 of our AI semiconductor masterclass: high bandwidth memory and the silicon bottleneck. In our last episode, we established the physical difference.